He's doing good, tough kid, obviously. After the first round, his eye was bothering him. You could see that he got hit. Justin just kept busting him up the next couple of rounds.
Yeah.
And Ilia really wanted to continue. I actually think he probably won that round too. His corner, I think, stopped the fight. Props to them.
I represent the new generation of the mixed martial arts.
He got it! Crowd smoking up! That's it! Oh! He does it again!
I know that I'm gonna take his lads out in the...
Ilia Topuria suffered 2 broken orbital bones during his 4th round TKO defeat to Justin Gaethje in the main event of UFC Freedom 250. However, the biggest headlines came after the fight. Joe Rogan shared details that caught many fans by surprise. Aleksandre Topuria gave an emotional reaction to his brother's heartbreaking loss. And Dana White made a major announcement that immediately fueled speculation about what comes next. We'll also look at Justin Gaethje's blunt response when asked about the possibility of a rematch with Topuria. Here's everything that unfolded.
It's the fresher fight. Oh! Right hand, he hurt him! I mean, Ilia's face is just destroyed.
We literally had him get out of the octagon before the ham's even raised and sent him to the hospital.
Champion of the world, Justin!
Great. What's being reported is that he had 2 broken orbital bones and a broken nose. So both his eyes were broken and his nose was broken.
Broken bones, cuts, and bruises are all part of the reality of combat sports. Fighters recover from those setbacks and often return stronger than before. Eye injuries, however, can present a very different challenge. They affect more than just physical recovery. They can impact a fighter's confidence, timing, and long-term future inside the cage. After the damage Ilia Topuria suffered against Justin Gaethje at UFC Freedom 250, the biggest question wasn't simply about the defeat itself, but about what that loss could ultimately mean for the former champion's career.
All these reports are that he has 2 fractured orbitals and a broken nose. Just that alone, just the orbitals alone, like anytime you've got eye injuries, like anything severe with your eyes, long-term consequences vary.
It's psychological.
Absolutely.
And your body heals.
And physical.
The body is resilient.
Like, I'm telling you,
broken bones make stronger bones. Like that is his orbital bones will be stronger.
It depends on where, though, Justin. The orbital bone, I had my orbital broken, and for 6 months, I would do this and my tooth would move. And it's right where my sinus cavity is. You remember when you hit me with the spinning elbow?
Your tooth would move?
Dude,
when you push
right
on
here,
your cheek?
And my tooth.
Long before the heartbreaking defeat, Aleksandre Topuria believed his brother was simply unbeatable. To him, Ilia wasn't 90% or 99% invincible. He was 100%. That confidence had been built over years of watching him overcome every challenge placed in front of him. But inside the White House octagon, the outcome was very different, proving that even the greatest fighters can face moments they never expected.
Research and I want to know, like, if you would fight your brother professionally.
No, don't give me this.
Yes.
Don't give me this question.
No.
He will win 100%.
Before you think so?
Yes, he will win 100%.
So that's it. That's your final answer. You don't need 2 seconds, no time.
But brothers never fight. I always say. Actually, behind the cameras, I fight with him whole my life. Whole my life. But in front of camera, in front of people, my brother is best.
Justin Gaethje walked into the White House event as a heavy underdog, with many believing his best days were behind him. Most expected Ilia Topuria to continue his rise with another dominant victory. Instead, Gaethje produced one of the most impressive performances of his career, delivering such a relentless display that even seasoned analysts were left stunned by what unfolded inside the octagon.
He belonged to Justin Gaethje, a guy that came in here as a 6-1 dog. Justin Gaethje has long been considered your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. And that's not just something people say because it sounds cool. This is real. Justin goes in there with Ilia Topuria, a guy who has been just absolutely phenomenal the entirety of his career. He gets hurt very bad, builds back. When we were talking about this thing and we were building this thing, I told Anakin Rogan, I believe that a setting can propel people to great things. I'm not the type of person that does not think that the environment can play a part
A major part of Ilia Topuria's rise has always been the influence of his brother, Aleksandre. He was far more than someone cheering from the corner. He played a key role in Ilia's development by constantly pushing him to improve in every aspect of the sport. From wrestling and striking to grappling and conditioning, Aleksandre challenged him daily because he believed true greatness is forged through adversity. Their relationship extends beyond family. They are teammates, training partners, and close friends who have chased the same dream together. That's why watching Ilia endure such a painful defeat affected Aleksandre just as deeply as it did his brother.
Like Ilia's body, deal with his weight and don't get injured. I cannot give him advantage. If I give him advantage, yeah, it's gonna be easy work for him. So no, I want to put him pressure, give him hard work.
So realistic.
More than stay with him physically, which I was, but I cannot tell you which was the most competitive part, because with him everything is competitive. I cannot choose like striking, wrestling, grappling, because everywhere it's like
videos was the video that went viral was you showing Ilia the way that he was going to finish Max Holloway. Do you have any sort of like breakdown or things that you saw with Justin Gaethje as well? Obviously, you can't give too much away, but over time, is there going to be another video if the knockout happens this weekend where you're showing Ilia exactly how to do it?
I have to say this with another brothers, but like I say, me and him, we are not just brothers, we are good friends. So it's very important to have, because sometimes for somebody, brother is something, family and just, okay, when we sit on the table and the family, we speak about it. No, we are not that type of brothers. We are brothers, but at the same time we are.
Following UFC Freedom 250, Dana White's focus wasn't on future title fights or upcoming matchups. His primary concern was Ilia Topuria's condition after the event. His comments made it clear that the situation was about far more than a defeat. It was a serious medical issue that required immediate attention. Meanwhile, Aleksandre Topuria's emotional message reflected the strength of their bond, as he stood firmly beside his brother and offered his support during one of the toughest moments of Ilia's career.
Ilia's in the hospital. He's busted up. I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has broken orbital. I don't know that's not a fact, but I'm just assuming. And my plans for him are to go home and rest and recover and take his time. And tonight was a rough night for him. I just want to make sure he's healthy and good, and not even thinking about him fighting again. Just want him to go home and relax.
The debate over Ilia Topuria's future only intensified after the fight. Even longtime rival Paddy Pimblett admitted he had predicted Justin Gaethje would win, but said the result itself wasn't his biggest concern. Instead, he questioned how the defeat might affect Topuria mentally. Pimblett argued that Topuria had always been the fighter in control and had never truly faced adversity inside the octagon. In his view, a setback like this can permanently change a fighter's career. Whether that proves true or not, one thing is clear. The road back from this loss could become the biggest challenge Topuria has ever faced. Confidence is one of the greatest assets a fighter can carry into the octagon, and before UFC Freedom 250, Ilia Topuria had every reason to believe in himself. An undefeated record, victories over elite opponents, and unstoppable momentum had established him as one of the sport's top stars. But one difficult night changed the narrative.
In which, to be honest, that might have played a part in it. Know what I mean? The fact I hate Ilia and the fact that Justin beat me and I like Justin, that might have played a part in the fact. But I was saying just to Gaethje to get you into that dogfight, dragged you into it. Know what I mean? And Ilia's never had that. Ilia's never had to come back from adversity. Ilia's only ever been the hammer. He's never been the nail. I don't think Ilia Topuria ever comes back the same. His whole mantra, his whole like ego, know what I mean? Like his is like, I'm undefeated, no one can beat me. Having celebrations the night before the fight. I just don't think he'll ever be the same. He's never had to come back from nothing like that. I've had to face adversity before, so nothing can prepare you for it. That's the thing, and that's why I don't think he'll ever come back the same. Nothing can prepare you for it, but we'll find out what sort of man he is if he does come back and when he does come back, because as I say, I've been there before. I've been beat, know what I mean, and I've had to come back stronger every time, and I have done. He's never been beat. He's never had to do this before. He's gonna have to look at himself in the mirror and be like, "What? I've just got my head smashed in. I need to come back." And you never know, he might not have the cojones to do it.
It wasn't because his ability disappeared, but because he experienced the kind of setback every great fighter eventually faces. As analysts debated what the future might hold, Aleksandre Topuria was living through a far more personal moment, watching his brother endure the toughest night of his career and seeing everything they had believed before the fight take on a completely different meaning.